Good morning, welcome back. This channel is dedicated towards fitness, those personnel that's looking to obtain a fitness goal or just want to live a healthier lifestyle. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content that I provided thus far. Hopefully it's easy for you guys to take in. Any comments, definitely send those comments out, whether they're positive, negative. I want to hear from you guys. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button because again, this content is dedicated for you guys and making sure it's easier for you to follow and just giving you life hacks and tips and tricks around fitness itself. Today's video, we're going to be talking about gym attire, workouts, different types of workouts, the breakdown of those workouts, stretching, recommendations, supplement recommendation. Gym attire. So my recommendation for gym attire for me is having particularly like old sweatshirts or old t-shirts, 100% cotton if you can, or dry fit to make it more breathable, because when you're sweating you will when you're working out you will sweat a lot more. So definitely get those, like some old attire, t-shirt that you may not wear every day, just something that you just throw on, or get just some dry fit clothing. And I can give you a link and I'll post it in the content of the video and show you where I get my gym attire from. The next one would be gym shoes. So for me, I typically wear Nike Free Run when I'm working out in the gym, but if I'm just doing videos, wear just normal Nike shoes that's comfortable for me. The shoes that I have on now, they're just regular Nike Air Max. These are shoes I would recommend for the gym because of the bubble here. Most times it's stated that these particular shoes are good for running. For me, I don't recommend that. I go to my Nike Free Run, or sometimes I'll use the Aces. Those have been good running shoes for me. Some other gym attire would be gloves. So for me, as you can see, I have calluses on my hands. If you want to protect your hands, or those pretty boys or pretty ladies out there that want to make sure their hands are not dirty and you don't develop calluses, definitely get some gym gloves. I'll put in the content video the link where you can get those, my recommendation for gym gloves. You know, and one thing is important when you have those gym gloves, make sure that you're airing them out after each use, maybe turning them inside out or using Febreze to spray them down, because over time they will funk up and start smelling. And you definitely don't want that, especially in your house. So after gym attire, I would go with maybe some wrist straps. And those are for like heavy lifting days, and it puts more support on your wrist and hand to make it like a one bridge versus just a separated, like, okay, I'm doing deadlifts and then there's no really support other than my hand strength itself. But we'll work on workouts for you guys to help build up that hand and forearm strength. So wrist straps is another recommendation. And then the last one but not least is your handy dandy foam roller. And that foam roller for me has helped save me from a lot of injuries, increase my range of motion, help to release lactic acid buildup from working out itself. And again, once you're searching online for those, look for firm foam roller, and there's different foam rollers out there, and I'll show you the one that I typically use. They're typically about 15 to 25 bucks, depending on where you're shopping online. But that will be a game changer for you, and it's definitely gonna help you and save you from injuries while you're working out. This is gonna be one of the gym equipment that's gonna be a life changer for you when you're working out. This is something that I recommend. I definitely stand by. Again, you can use it at your own caution, but this is something that really has helped me. So this has helped me release lactic acid in the body itself. This is your foam roller. So this is a firm foam roller. This is very supportive. This is something that, again, that I recommend. You will find some online that's flimsy. If it doesn't say firm foam roller, don't do it, because over time, after you're using the foam roller, you basically starts to wither away and typically kind of dissolves into nothing. So you want to have a firm foam roller. Remember that, firm foam roller. There's different types of foam roller. This is one that's typically about 15 to 25 bucks. So I will put in the content down below, a link where you can find a good firm foam roller. As I stated, these comes in different sizes. This is another one that is one that you can typically use on the go when you're traveling. Something that you can take on the go, and then as you can see, this one kind of has spikes in it. So these are typically used for like lower back, things of that nature, and we'll get into how you use these, but this is something that I really recommend if you have knots in your lower back and like knots in your lower extremities, your legs and things of that nature. As you can see, this one is shorter, definitely still good value. And some other honorable mention items that I typically recommend when you're working out are gym belts. So this is not your typical belt. This is an actual gym belt and a belt that you use to prevent lower back injuries. So it's there to really protect your back. And there are different styles of gym belts. This is just your typical style of gym belt itself, where you just put it on like a normal belt. But it's typically there again, like to support your back from preventing from injuries that you may sustain from working out due to the overweight that you're putting on your back. The next one is still a gym belt, but this is a different type of gym belt. All gym belts do the same thing, but this is just a different method or how you're using this belt and to click it in place where it's secure and protective. So again, this is pink, not my favorite color. So I know some of you women out there would like this particular gym belt. That's fine. It's okay to be cute in the gym. So yeah, you're good with your pink gym belt. And some other honorable mention items will be knee braces. And these are there to really support your knee from like different types of agility workouts that we'll be getting into. So it's more so like a support. Over time from working out, I sustained a knee injury where I had a tear in my left meniscus, and that was basically put a lot of pressure on the joints of my knee that I was kind of overcompensating on my right knee, and over time my right knee started to develop a tear in my meniscus there. So adding those knee braces, those really helped me with my lifts, and it really helped protect my knee. Now that you guys know my recommendations for gym attire and gym equipment, the next section I want to go into is workout overview, how to navigate a workout, and key terminologies that you will hear in the fitness world and working out. So when it comes to the workout overview, as you guys know, there's different types of workout that you may have heard of or may not have heard of, but some of those workouts will be home workout, body weight workout, circuit training workout, cardio training workouts, and just your typical strength conditioning. And those are just different workouts that's set for different goals. Something that we'll start off with will be your typical body weight workout, and that just to get you guys introduced into working out before I start bringing in gym equipment itself. We'll get into what those gym equipment items are, but our main focus for now is going to be body weight workout, and then we'll go into home workouts and the different types of home workout, and then we'll end with, towards the later part of the content I'll bring to you guys, we'll end with working out in the gym. So the next session will be how to navigate your workout. Now that you have an understanding of the different types of workouts, navigating your workout will be easier. And how you do that is changing up your workout routine, because we as humans, we tend to adapt and overcome. So as you're working out, your body will get accustomed to the different types of workouts that you're doing. So my recommendations for working out and changing up your workout is to try to change it up like every 3 to 4 weeks, and that way it keeps your body guessing, because again, your body will try to adapt to the workout that you're doing. And if you start getting comfortable with that workout, you really wouldn't push yourself to the next level. Maybe you would, but it's best to just change up the workout and keeps the body confused. Some key terminologies that you would typically hear in the gym would be 1 max PR, and that's basically your 1 rep max that you can do. So that's the most weight that you can do for 1 rep. A lot of times people will do this just to see where their strength are. Typically people will do this like over a month period or 2 to 3 months into your workout to see where you started from and how much strength you've gained. So now that you know how to navigate a workout, the different types of workout, and some key terms when it comes to working out, I want to take you guys to stretching. With stretching, for me, I recommend to always do like just a quick stretch before you start working out, and it's not really a full stretch where you're holding the muscle. Typically, so this is a stretch and you're just basically holding it for no longer than 10 seconds because you don't want to stretch a cold muscle. That will end very bad. So just basically thinking of your muscle as a rubber band, and if that rubber band is cold and you're trying to stretch it, it's gonna break. So definitely do not hold your stretching movements for longer than 10 seconds. It's just to get you warmed up to preparing you for working out. Next section will be actually warm-ups. And for me, the warm-up depends on the type of workout that I'm doing that day. So if it's chest, then I'll just do like a minute of push-ups and however many push-ups that I can do in that minute. And that kind of just warms me up to the chest workouts that I'm about to do. And the next important item will be cool down. That's basically ending your workout, dropping your heart rate to a slow pace and not just stopping the workout and your heart rate is still elevated and you're just walking away from the workout. So the cool down, it kind of helps ease your heart rate and lower it down safely. And some of the workouts that I used to do when it comes to cooling down would be just getting on a treadmill and walking for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, or getting on a cycle bike and riding the bike for 5 to 10 minutes, and that just slowly decreases your heart rate back to like the normal heart rate. Now that you know the proper means of stretching out, warming up, cooling down, the next section that we want to get into is supplements. And again, these are recommended items. You definitely need to check with your medical provider or your doctor before you're getting on these supplements to see if it's helpful for you and safe for you. For me, I am a hard gainer. So I typically use Serious Mass, and Serious Mass is just a weight gainer itself, and that's just basically to supplement food that I'm not eating because I'm on the go a lot, so I can't really sit down and eat real food. So I typically get a weight gainer, and that's for me because my body type is one that I typically have a fast metabolism and burn weight quickly. So I want to hold some type of weight, and that's why I use a weight gainer. So weight gainers are for those that's looking to put on weight or basically build muscle. You can use a weight gainer. Another recommended item for me would be pre-workouts. And in my pre-workouts, I typically use a pre-workout just to help me get started. And it's mainly pre-workouts have caffeine in it. And those are items that basically get your heart rate elevated and give you energy. And some of you guys may not need it. If you don't want it, it's fine. That's fine. Some people typically substitute pre-workout with coffee because it has caffeine in it and it gets your heart rate going and gives you energy as well. So next item when it comes to pre-workout is BCAAs, branched chain amino acid. And those are typically used to help you with recovery itself. And it helps a little bit with the pump. And the pump in the workout is basically your muscle. As you're going through the workouts that you're doing, you're building up pump and the muscle blood flow in those particular muscles. So it keeps the pump going a lot longer. So definitely BCAAs is a great thing when it comes to that. And it comes in different flavors. My flavor of choice is right now is green apple. I'm a fan of green apple and it tastes really good.
I'm honestly surprised it wasn't original.
No?
Or like
for me?
Yeah, like zero flavor.
For me?
Yeah, for you.
Oh. I gotta get my sweet in somehow. And the next item, again, recommended items, not really something that you need, but it's helpful for me, would be creatine. And creatine is basically, it's in meat and it's part of your normal daily diet itself. And I would recommend having no more than 5 to 10 milligrams of creatine a day. And sometimes you can get that from red meat. Sometimes creatine is in your pre-workout and in your BCAAs. So when you're looking at those different types of BCAAs or pre-workout supplements, check to see if creatine is in there. Then if it is, then you don't need to go out and buy an additional supplement for creatine when you can just get it from the foods that you're eating and some of the other supplements that you're taking. Creatine really helps to really put on strength and gain muscle. There's different types of creatine when it comes to monohydrate, and that's the one that's really puts water around your muscle. And with those, that's fine, but over time, you would want to cycle off because it's safe, because creatine runs through your liver and you don't want to just be on that for a long period of time. So I cycle off of that typically every 3 months to give my body a break. But once you're cycling off of creatine, it's going to really show when it comes to your water weight, because it kind of helps retain water weight. So it decreases the amount of water weight in your body, and then your natural muscle will start to show more. But for those that's hard gainer like me, that wants to put on weight, then that's why I would recommend creatine. If you're not trying to put on weight, do not get on creatine. It's fine without it. And then the last item will be a whey protein. And whey protein is basically just a quick absorption protein that you can get in your system, and approximately 30 to 45 minutes after you're working out, and that's the time where your body is really able to retain food or supplements that you give your body to replenish the muscles that you just ripped and tear. Because when you're working out, you're basically ripping and tearing your muscles, so you need food, water, and rest to replenish that. And the quickest way to get food in your system will be whey protein. If you are going straight home after the gym, you can just go ahead and eat a meal afterwards. But remember, it's going to take the meal a lot longer to digest in your system, where the whey protein is just going to go through quicker. So it's up to you. You don't really have to get it, but again, I recommend it. And there's different types of whey protein out there, like your typical generic whey protein, and then you have your plant-based protein. So for those that's vegan, you can try the plant-based protein as well. And if you have comments around that, please let me know, and I can give you some recommendations on the appropriate protein, the appropriate creatine, depending on what your goals are, appropriate pre-workouts and things of that nature. So definitely let me know in the comment section there. And this is my favorite part of the video, or this is my favorite part of the content section, is the quote of the day, because it's really motivational for me, and I hope it will be motivational for you guys. And I say the quote of the day on my phone because I don't want to forget it. So the quote of the day is, "Sometimes later becomes never." So in the comment section, tell me what that means to you guys. But for me, sometimes later becomes never is basically putting off those fitness goals, or I can't do this, or I'll do this later. I don't have enough time to start working out. I don't have enough time to obtain my fitness goals. And then that later just never happens. So for me, that's just basically postponing things, and you don't want to do that. It's 2021. We gotta know with COVID, or at least we're somewhat in a safe area with COVID. And this is what I want to bring to you guys to make your lives more helpful and enjoyable through fitness itself. So don't put off those fitness goals. Stay motivated. Today we talked about how to start a workout program, the different types of workouts, just giving you guys content. I know it wasn't really detailed, but it was just a high-level overview of everything that we'll be talking about. I will go a little bit deeper as we progress in the video content that we provide to you guys, so definitely stay tuned. If I said something that was positive, motivation, hopefully I did. But if I'm off topic or off track, definitely let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you will be getting new content as we post it. Again, this content is dedicated to you guys, so I want to make sure that I'm presenting the content in a way that's easy for you guys to receive and that is on topic and to help you reach your fitness goals, because this is something that I really enjoy doing. I put it off myself for too long of starting a fitness channel, because these are just experiences and things that I've learned over my 17 years in the fitness industry itself. So definitely want to make sure I get that content out to you guys and make sure it's receptible. So again, hit that like, subscribe button, and that bell notification.